Right, hello again. I was playing a bit of No Moving Diverse World the other day and had a game that should get me back on the world record sheets. It's a good one, and being completely honest, the best bit is in the last round, so definitely check that out. So yeah, won't go on too much longer. Here's the game. Hope you enjoy it. So, okay. Starting the game. First one to me, I don't put much thought into this really. I go in Manitoba, ends up being a good guess. That's 4,862 points, so it's a good start, but I wasn't really playing particularly seriously. So round two, I know Kenora and Dryden are in Ontario. I spot them here. Dryden's very close, so we're going to be much closer to that town. Checking the angle of the road, so it looks like this curve should be right. And then I noticed the way the road that goes off to the northeast is shaped, and that's good. So that's a 5k. Next round, let's see. So it seems to be Ghana, and kind of flat. Just kind of taking it all in. We have a sign there saying "Welcome to Tamale," so we know where that is. That sign is as we approach from the north, I guess. So I'm looking at the road angle here. It looks like it should be this yellow road that runs at this exact same angle, and we're looking for a petrol station, I think. So this one is Champion Oil, and those petrol station POIs come up quite easily on the map. I'm looking for the purple ones. I think, yeah, I feel fairly confident it should be on this road. But I'm not seeing that purple POI that says Champion. So I decided it might be worth having a quick look at a couple of other roads, even though they don't seem as likely. So I want to make sure we haven't overlooked anything. So kind of weird. I was expecting to see that Champion petrol station on that road. It really does look right. I kind of wonder if maybe it's a province or something, but I don't recall ever seeing Tamale as a region. But it's worth a check. Nothing here. Streets and buildings too dense to be this central, I would think. So let's have another look at that road that I initially thought. Let's be a bit methodical. Again, buildings looking a bit dense, so probably a bit further out. It's looking better. Champion Station, there it is. We've got that road coming off to the west, so that should be good. And yep, another 5k. Right, a couple of rounds to go. This one, so it's Malaysia. That's a Malaysia distance marker. We've got this town Kijal. Trying to see if I can get anything from that, but it's all pretty blurry. So I kind of know here the only thing to do is just keep. I'm very aware that I'm on for a good score and that this is 5kable, so I kind of just have to find this town now. I have a fairly strong feeling it's on mainland Peninsula Malaysia rather than Borneo, so that's something. But again, I can't be certain of that. I just think that on the Borneo side, you're more likely to have the because it's kind of one main road that runs from southwest to northeast. You're more likely to get bigger cities on these markers. I think cities I'd have heard of. You know, it might be like Bintulu or something like that. And I just think these smaller towns are more likely to be Peninsula Malaysia. So yeah, not gonna lie, this one takes a while to find. So, but yeah, as I said, knowing the score I'm on and knowing that this is 5 cable, I would be stupid to pass up the chance of 5King this, because you never know what's going to come in the last round. If the last round is 5 cable as well, then we are looking at an insane game. But yeah, I do sometimes struggle with the patience for this. And you kind of have to be very sure. It's very hard to commit in rounds 1 and 2 to 5Ks, because for all you know, rounds 3 to 5 are going to be absolutely horrendous and you're going to be in the middle of nowhere in Brazil or something. So the hard bit is almost having the discipline to try hard in the first few rounds, because, you know, as in this case here, I know I'm on for a good game. It's only 2 locations to go, so it's worth putting in that effort. But a lot of the time, you know, it might be round 2 and I might just think, you know, takes too long. So, how am I doing? Right, I do decide to have a little look in Borneo, just to be sure. But yeah, as I was saying, you can see it's this one main road, and, you know, Miri or Bintulu, something else, something more major is more likely to come up on those road markers. So I do kind of give up on that, and we're back on the mainland. Just need to kind of keep looking until I find it, basically. So let's see. There it is. There it is. So I found the town. And looking at the road angle again, thinking, you know, distance-wise, this seems okay. Road angle-wise, it's bang on. And we've got those 2 roads that come off north and south. So I kind of immediately find a likely spot. It seems good, but it's kind of hard to be 100% here. I'm just a bit cautious, because that curve to the west seems more extreme on Street View than it does on the map. So that's, I think, making me a little bit hesitant. But it has to be right. I don't think there's another option, and it is. So we've got 5K. So if this last round is doable, then we are in for a treat. Let's see. Right, last one. Okay. Uh-oh. Nothing. We have that yellow sign at the end there that I think is normally found in Canada. So I kind of click here, just thinking it's kind of generic Plains Canada is my best guess. We really don't have much. We have that yellow sign that tells me it's probably Canada, but other than that, we have a 47th Street. And at this point, I'm thinking I'm going to have to just, by kind of brute force, just keep looking at towns until I find a 47th Street and a location that fits. I zoom into Lloydminster. I see a 47th Street. Okay. Now, let me just explain my thought process of why I zoomed into Lloydminster. So, 47th Street is quite a high number. A lot of towns, I think, in Plains Canada would not necessarily go up to 47th Street. And I don't think it's a big one like Calgary or Edmonton, because I think that'd be more noticeable from the location. So towns that kind of step down from Calgary, Saskatoon, Edmonton, Regina, I kind of want to start with those, because 47th Street is quite high. It's not going to be a tiny town. So Lloydminster seems like one that kind of makes sense. And I zoom in, we see we've got the 47th Street. We see we've got the north, south, and east, west roads. But I have no guarantee here that I'm in the right town. So I'm not even really looking much at the map. I'm just trying to scan around to see if there's any other clue I can use. But at some point, I'm going to have to start looking for possible spots that fit. So we've got the 47th Street. It goes in the right direction, and I just have to try now and make something fit. And then if it doesn't fit, on to the next town. But we have this park and a playing field. So I see this. This seems good because we've got the park. We've got the curve up to the north, and then I realise that has to be it, because the way that road curves to the north, the way we've got the park to our west, now this actually is where I'd start to doubt myself, because that T junction at the end looks quite close on Street View, but quite far away on the map, and it really makes me hesitant because it doesn't quite feel right. So we've got this little, that must be Regal Court. We've got 47th and then the curve. It, even despite the fact that that T junction looks too close, it just has to be. And I can kind of make, you know, when I zoom in, there are quite a few roads that seem to come off. We've got the school because that explains the playing field here. So it all fits. And I guess, and it is 5k. So I am happy with that. That is an insanely high score. I don't think the first location I obviously just rushed because I had no idea it was going to be a good game. I don't think it was 5kable realistically. I mean, you could spend hours and maybe find it eventually, but realistically speaking, it wasn't. So I kind of want to have a look at it just to see what I missed, just to see if there's anything I could have done here to 5k it. I'm sure it's doable. It just really, I think the one that the Lloydminster round had going for it is the fact that we had 47th Street, and that, again, as I said, that made me think of you know, slightly bigger towns in the Plains area of Canada. But yeah, there we go. That's my score. Closest I've got so far to a 25k no moving. So I know I can do it. Obviously, it's just about getting the right seed. But this puts me, you know, on the world record sheets, I believe. So I have to be happy with that. Thanks a lot for watching. See you again soon.